Alright, hey guys, this is Mr. Stream Yu here, bringing you guys a video, dual video. It's Let's Talk Friday. It's gonna be a little late, but it's still up for Friday. Maybe it'll be up Saturday, and I'll definitely get up and upload on Saturday too. I'll be at local, so I'll do a lot of deck profiles. I'm not really in the competitive or I'm not even in the Yu-Gi-Oh scene right now, but I might just go hit up locals and see what happens. Might do my tournament report coming back. You might like that. But anyway, I'm with Spencer. Say hey, what's up?
Yo, hi, what's up, guys?
Or what we want to call him is Fake Shaddoll Kid because I'm gonna get a deck profile for that. or the Battle and
Yeah.
Boxer Kid, the kid that you guys saw earlier. Okay. Anyway, we basically have a couple topics for Let's Talk Friday. First topic we'll get into it right now is the restrictions on how budget players can't play like meta decks and how
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah, okay, guys. I got the perfect example for you. So, okay. This is actually, you can play, this is a good example because it can be a budget deck, but it can also be quite an expensive deck. So, Battle and Boxers, for example. What you guys saw in my video was about half budget, half like, actually competitive and worth money. Because, so, you got that 101 in there, so that's good because you need to play 101s and you play Exitons and Castels and Volva Chains. So you play all those really expensive cards. But you also have the option to only play like lead yokes. And the deck is still good when you only play lead yokes. It's just not as good when you don't play the generic rank 4s that are worth money. And same with like traps and spells. Like you can play Kaiser Colosseums, you can play triple Kaiser Colosseum, but you're gonna be better off going for triple Vanity's Emptiness, which is also like a $30 card, and Kaiser Colosseum's like 5 to 10, depending on that. Well, that's the price right now. I'm not sure how it is when you guys are watching the video, but so that's an example right there.
yeah, and there's also another another thing which kind of sucks, like the restrictions, how you like say you want to play Burning Abyss, everything is cheap except for the Dantes and the Virgils, right?
Yeah.
Like that's kind of stupid, and how they made everything low rarity, and Konami's like, oh, we have to make our cardboard worth like this, and like I mean cardboard should be like worth money because it's cards. I mean it's cards, like some people play that, but
Who even decides the prices?
I don't even know. Freaking Troll and Toad, like every
Troll and Toad Swag.
basically people that put postings on
Yeah.
eBay and say that this
Yeah.
is what it's worth.
Yeah. So,
Anyway, like I was gonna say, like like there's restrictions. Like budget players can only like play up to their certain amount of budget, and non-budget players that just spend their like money on Yu-Gi-Oh, like some people do, like play tier one like top meta decks with like
yeah.
vanities, like with all the like good stuff,
All the
like
good staples.
I mean when like compared to budget players, when you don't have the money like for all that stuff, you can still be good at the game. You just have to know how to play the game right. It's not up to like how tier 1 your deck is. You actually you have to know how to play. And so basically what we're saying is like there's a lot of restrictions between budget players and non-budget players, but it's still okay that you, if you're a budget player or not a budget player, it's like okay that you're not, or if you are. But some one second, I'm almost done. It kind of sucks that you can't, like when you're a budget player, you can't do some things like how, like if you really like a meta deck, you've been testing it online and stuff, and you're like, oh yeah, this deck's really good, and you can't play it because it's too expensive, which that kind of sucks. But for you people that aren't budget players that are watching this, well, whatever, it sucks that budget players can't. But anyway.
Anyways, another thing is also like you get those decks that they can be budget, but they like it depends. Okay, they can be budget and they can't be budget because you can also play really high rarity of that deck, or you can play just like all commons. So that's kind of funny too how you look at it, because like if you're just one of those guys that spends all their, because I'm assuming there's probably not going to be many girls watching this, but if you're one of those guys that just spends all their money on Yu-Gi-Oh cards and just buys all like ultimate rare cards, well then you're just a tryhard, and I don't know why you just don't buy commons of that deck. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm just trying to get at.
Also, wanted to get into the fact, like I got an example for a deck that's kind of like cheap, that's like budget, but it can make it really expensive. Like it's Evil Swarms. Like you guys saw my Evil Swarm deck profile. You guys saw Pearson's deck profile, which is probably my like first actual competitive deck that actually had like stuff that were like quote unquote meta or whatever in it. But I mean, I don't know. I don't play by the meta game. I play by the swag game. You know what I'm saying? Um, anyway, the deck is like all rarity basically. Like it's all hidden arsenal stuff, which most hidden arsenal stuff is cheap. But like the Ophions and stuff, like to pick up the deck, it's fairly cheap. But to pick like the core is fairly cheap. But to pick up like the real deck, it's probably like the full deck's worth something.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Most core like the core stuff of decks is actually cheap. But when you start picking up staples and stuff, that's actually where it gets expensive. Like a Solum, like a common Solum warning is like $7. Like what the fuck? Common Fiendish chains are $7 too. So if you even play double Fiendish chain and a Solum warning, you're already looking at $20 right there just for 3 cards out of your deck.
Yeah, that's something that some kids and some people don't have, and like I understand for you kids out there when like I'm a kid myself. Me and Spencer we've been growing up through the struggle, but you
The
know
struggle of it all.
it's
The
okay.
struggle of no money.
The struggle of being a broke ass bitch with no money.
Yeah.
Anyway, um, I don't know. I basically just wanted to say like, um, for you kids out there, if you're playing the deck and you're playing like non-meta, but like you spend money on one deck and then you just play out that deck until the deck can't be played anymore. I applaud you because I don't think I can ever stay on one deck. That's just my
Yeah,
opinion.
he moves around decks all the time. I stayed with Ballon Boxers for like six
And the only
months until I could
and the
get
only reason
Shaddolls built, and not and like okay, Shaddolls haven't been out for 6 months, but I just mean I've been playing them for 6 months, and then when Shaddolls came out, I'm like, oh man, this deck is really swag. I want to play it, and so I'm just kind of like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna keep playing Ballon Boxers, and I saved up my paycheck. Like I got a $200 paycheck, and I went and blew it all on Shaddolls, and I'm still not done it. I'm still like $100 away from being done, even 150. So it just yeah. If you want to play budget decks, then like I don't know where I'm going with this. If you want to, what
hand.
handshake,
GG. Okay. GG my bank. Good my bank.
This is where I'm going with this. If you want to play budget, you're probably not gonna spend money to go to regionals because that's like $25 entry fee. And if you can't afford 3 staple cards, then you're probably oh yeah, that's right, 50. Not even 25, 50. Wait, is it? It's actually 25 or 50.
I don't know.
I think it's 25, man.
I
Regionals,
haven't been to regionals
Worlds
yet.
is 50. I thought.
I haven't been to like anything. Okay, so don't.
Okay. Anyways,
We're
so
both scrubs,
it's
so it's
25
okay.
to 50, but
I don't know.
so
Whatever.
if you can't afford a Solemn Warning and 2 Fiendish Chains, then you probably can't afford signing up for
For regional.
regional.
Rip. Broke ass niggas be like, so we wanted to, like, that was basically the topic. We wanted to go for another 2 minutes, maybe, we don't know. We'll just go on for as long as it takes this video. We wanted to talk about, the,
I wanted to talk about Mermails.
just,
How much is that deck worth?
just straight up mermails. Well, you know, the deck's pretty expensive right now because, like, all the stuff is, like, some Teuses and, like, spheres and the stuff, like, and, like, I don't know, some of it's expensive,
But
but
you look
anyway.
at that deck, but you also have to like be wise when you're spending your money because Mermail. Okay, let's compare Mermails to Clifforts. You know,
Okay.
Clifforts are going to be way better than Mermails. I think almost anyone would agree with me there.
For now, though, because
For
mermails,
now.
mermails have got hit. They've been through their
Yeah.
hit, and like they're still pretty
I
good.
know. But
When
okay,
Cliffords get hit, like they're just GG rip.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, so when you're spending your hundreds, almost even thousands of dollars to pick up Clifforts, you're gonna be like, oh man, that's a really good deck. And you're also gonna be spending hundreds, and even maybe probably not thousands, but you'll be definitely spending hundreds if you're picking up Mermails too. So if you're looking at like the ups and downs, like they're both gonna be relatively the same price. But when you're looking at Cliffords, you're probably gonna want to play that deck more because it's gonna be way better. It's gonna top and stuff.
Or
so
you can be that.
you have to be wise when you're spending your money.
Yeah.
Budget versus like competitive.
Or you can be
spending
that.
money.
Or you can be that one guy that goes to a sneak peek, pulls a disc, and then wants to play the deck. Ha ha. Quote unquote Darren. Okay. Anyway.
Darren, we're not singling you out.
We're
But
not.
yeah.
We're not trying to single you out, man. But So basically, what he did
Actually,
was
Darren's pretty sick. Yeah,
Darren
it's a
is
guy.
sick.
It's a guy that goes to our locals, and he's pretty cool.
We went to sneak peek and he
He
pulled.
drops lots of money.
Yeah, he drops so much money on Yu-Gi-Oh, which that's a great example of somebody that shouldn't be spending that much on Yu-Gi-Oh. Like,
Yeah.
to be honest, I don't know why he spends so
Like
much, but he just does it.
I think he has so much money
I
that
think he might
that
be
he
like a
picked
rich
up.
guy.
Yeah, I
But
think he just has so much money that he's like, oh, Yu-Gi-Oh's a money where I can, or Yu-Gi-Oh's a hobby where I can waste a lot of money.
yeah, that's true. He's like I have all this spare change and it's like freaking hundreds of dollars.
I have all these spare $100 bills.
Do you want one? It's like, here, I'll be my friend and I'll pay you. Anyway, we're getting off topic. I kind of just wanted to talk about how like, you're gonna be that guy you're gonna be that guy that opens a card that's worth so much money at the sneak preview or like sneak peek, and then
Even out of a pack, like if you pull a Sinister Shadow Games or a Virgil or a Dante,
like you
or even
open
a
something,
disc,
yeah, like you open something insane, and then you're like, oh, instantly I want to play that deck because I have that card.
don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. You should
Just sell your
you
card.
should definitely get rid of that
Sell
card.
your card
Yeah.
and then complete the deck that you're working on, trying to make, or
Yeah.
make a new deck, or improve your deck.
Or like you could get rid of that card for the price of what one core is that you want, and that's worth it instead of trying to play a deck that's worth like a whole bunch of money, right? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that was basically what we wanted to talk about. We were gonna do more topics, but I mean we're gonna keep this a little bit shorter than usual.
Yeah.
11 minutes is pretty good. Next week I'll probably do a 20-minute one, and that'll be featuring a whole bunch of people. I don't know who yet, but we'll see.
Zen Ray, are you guy?
Yeah, we'll try and get some people from Team Triforce. It's the other channel. The Team Triforce channel is a team that me, Zen,
They
Noah,
never upload. Don't subscribe.
Zen, Noah, like a whole bunch of people from our locals upload to. We will start come back. So look up the Team Triforce and yeah, shout out to them. Peace out.